Since they couldn't hear, I finished. I've been playing Apex, but I finished Red Dead Redemption last weekend. I think Sunday. The main story. I still have the epilogue, and I don't know. It's like you spoiler for anyone who hasn't played, but as you're playing through the game, you can tell that the main character is gonna die, right? But the way that they ended it, it was like not satisfying at all. You didn't even feel like
by that point you didn't care, basically is what you're saying.
Well, it was just like you didn't even feel like his death was like worth anything. You know?
Did you play Red Dead 1?
I didn't play Red Dead 1.
She hasn't played the epilogue either, so.
Oh,
right.
okay.
I haven't finished playing through the epilogue.
Oh, okay.
But like where it ends there, you just like, okay. So my main man died, and what's his name is a piece of shit.
But that we already knew he was a piece of shit before we got to that point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like the way he was taking everybody, you're just like, what is wrong with this dude, right? Like he just don't give a shit about anybody. And they kill old girl, what's her name? You know, the one who took care of everybody. The old hoe.
That's what you want with the shoddy?
Yeah. I was like, damn, they got killed old. You know, that's like what's his name's character from Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
You know, you shot my pinky toe. Like,
old girl.
Like you know. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll try to finish the epilogues this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played all the way through Red Dead Redemption, but I did watch the movie, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just too, it's just the driving, the riding the horse is just too long and stuff like that. But I do enjoy the story, and also played the first game, parts of the first game, so it was cool to kind of just watch all of it and see it unfold. But you're right, I agree with you in the aspect that like you really didn't care about what was going on with them at that point. It's like, yo, we know what's happening to you, so
whatever. Right. I mean, like motherfucker has TB, like he's dying, and it's just like I don't know. You just like, and the guy, I don't know why I can't remember his name, the sleazy one, the one I was working with, the Pinkertons, like. You knew something was off with him, and you were just like, why is Dutch following this guy? Like, why is he allowing him to, you know, sully their whole little thing? Because their whole mantra that they started out with was kind of like a Robin Hood-esque, you know, type of family, you know, stealing from the haves for the have-nots.
That's right.
So, you know, that was cool, but then it just became like money, and I don't care about anybody else, you know?
Yeah, well, it's the backstabbing and all that stuff. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. All right, so lady, what you been playing?
Hey, good morning, everyone. I've been playing some Call of Duty, like my life depended on it. I swear. I've been switching the games, and I'd be like, man, good old Call of Duty. You know, the good edge reliever. You know, you can see with the gameplay here. Also, I've been playing Dishonored 2.
Oh wow, did you complete the first game?
You already know.
Okay.
On the 360. So I enjoying that game. I ain't gonna lie to you, because you have obstacles. You can be low chaos or high chaos. You know what I mean? Low chaos, that means you ain't killing nobody. You sneaking around. And
what game is it again?
Dishonored 2.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on
That's
game.
the one with the girl, right?
Yeah, it's Emily Caldwell. She's the princess of the land she ruled, because her mother got assassin, and Corvo was the bodyguard of her mom, and it was smashing. That's how Emily came to be. And you know, now she running this land, and now quote unquote some sister or auntie or something came through and talking about girl, this ain't your turn, it's my turn. And yeah, so she knocked Emily off the throne, and now she got to fight her way back up there. So I'm enjoying it. I've been playing the Fractured Butthole on PlayStation.
I love that name.
I thought you would have been finished it by now. You've been on that for a couple weeks.
Man, I'll be BSing with that game. I ain't gonna lie to you, they changed so much. I want to finish it, but it's a different experience from the first game. I love the first game. Excuse me. And then there'll be some times that'll be like hit or miss spots in the second game. how you gonna have 12 checkpoints in the first game, but you got like 6 in the second game? You know, I mean, I'm gonna finish it though. I gotta be like, if I'm gonna start something, I'm gonna finish it.
All right, Sharice, go ahead with your intro and what you've been playing.
I've been all over the map again, as always. But the big thing I've been playing is Kingdom Hearts. Apparently, a code for it dropped in my inbox, so I downloaded it.
You gotta admire,
huh?
That's Charlotte's Web. You ain't know that yet?
Right? You know she
Come on, she gotta admire it, man. Like, hey, she be getting
Anyway,
codes. Can I get something for free? That's what I want to know.
You know what? I told the husband, and he just looked at me. He was like, I was like, what? He's like, oh, so they want you to send them something, right? And I was like,
yeah.
no.
He was like, what you have to do?
I'm done.
Oh, God.
Hey, but yeah, so I've been playing that, and y'all, so Boogie, didn't you play Kingdom Hearts 3?
I played most of it. I couldn't follow the story at all. I watched all the things, and it was just like my brain hurt after.
Yeah, so, I'm not even close, nowhere near. And like, you have to have an extensive knowledge of Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters. I've never played Final Fantasy till 13. I don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah, like I'm good with the Disney characters, and I like I don't. In the gameplay, it gets boring, like super boring, because it's literally like AAA.
That's it.
Yeah.
And maybe so bad, and at least in Kingdom Hearts 3, the combat is even more streamlined. I don't see how they played this back in what is this, PS2, like Game Boy. What is this? I have no idea. And it's, oh my God, I'm trying so hard to play this game, and I don't know if I can. I don't know.
Though? Like, how are you dealing with that? I mean,
I'm not even close enough in the story for the story to even open up good.
I see.
We just figured out like Mickey's the king. He's not even showed up. He's already done dipped. He's gone somewhere. Goofy and Donald are looking for you. We found each other finally after like walking around this town for like a good hour. Like, they give you no direction on what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to go guess, and it kills me. It gets on my nerves so much. Like give me a waypoint or something. They don't even do that. It's just you just go one. Like, it's a lot of filler in this game. I can see that much right there. But and plus the old style graphics. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like, y'all could have did like a little nice polish on it or something. I
thought it was be like HD, right? Then they upgrade. I thought they upgraded the graphics a little bit. Like,
girl, I don't know about that.
You spoiled by that.
I don't know about that. I'm done.
I don't know about that part.
Okay.
But so Kingdom Hearts, that's what I've been playing. I've been streaming that, and then plus I've been on Division a whole lot. Division is, there's a lot of they've changed it a lot since all the updates have come through. There's a lot of new secrets, a lot of more collectibles, random missions, secret missions. I am having way more fun than I should have in this game right now.
Right.
But yeah, so that's mostly what I've been playing.
Yeah, well, for me,
you are. I'm sorry.
Go
you
ahead.
say you were having fun in the Division?
Yes, I'm having fun in Division.
Maybe it's because who you playing with.
Yes, let's not talk about who you playing with.
Oh my God.
I'm like, man, let's see what Cherie doing. I'm like, let me see what Cherie's doing. I was playing Division.
That's
playing with the Division.
I ain't with Charisse in like 2.5 weeks. I'm like, damn.
Hey, yo, check this out. Have y'all looked at the party and was like, nah, I ain't messing with that?
Yeah, right? Like, I ain't going there. It'd be awkward as fuck.
And Boogie, he wants you to come play with him so bad.
No, you don't. Every time I come in, it'd be awkward.
Like, I'm not going in there.
I just be over here all by myself.
So for me, I've only been playing Destiny. Yeah, you heard right, Destiny 2.
Did you like the new cutscene? Did you watch the new cutscene?
I did. Yeah, okay. But right now I'm still going through like Shadowkeep, and I just hit level 900, I think. So I'm
clap it up.
Catching up to some people who's like getting their stuff. I'm finally starting to like get some exotics and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I unlocked 3 exotics in one night. That never happened. I'm like, oh, they making up for lost time, right?
Mm-hmm. They probably got a little checker. Oh, she ain't been here in a while.
Right.
Let's give her some coins so she stay.
I was like, yo, I was screaming. I was like, talking to my husband. I'm like, yo, I got another exotic round this. He was like, what is he didn't even know what, like, what is that? Like, cause he don't play.
Yo, by the way, did he tell you that we played together?
What, Apex?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me.
We was getting it in.
Yo, yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm a little jealous, but it's all good.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get why Delilah doesn't play like shooters. Like, I don't know. I could even get CHAREECE in there.
I'm
Sometimes.
just like, I'm not. If the competitive
Actually, I started
scene
enjoying
is
you and
just...
Fozzie last night.
She downloaded Call of Duty. She ain't played once, man. I'm like,
yo, let me tell you. Wait.
I warned you.
Why my sister sent me Call of Duty like 4 weeks after Call of Duty that came out, talking about, oh, do you have that game? I'm like, do you not know me?
It's hilarious.
I'm like,
but yeah, I don't know. He asks all the time, but y'all already explained why I don't play games with my husband. But I hope y'all are having fun though. Enjoy. He love that stuff. That's his alley. So, all right. So I guess we can just go ahead and jump right into these topics. We got quite a bit today. Also, let's see. And I would lose the link to the Discord that I just had open. So bear with me for a second. All right, we're gonna just get to it here. All right, so I sent you ladies the list of topics, and so the first thing on here we have the review bombing. This has happened again. As you all, if you're not familiar with what review bombing is, it's when a game is released and then like fans or people who have an issue with the company go to the Metacritic site and they post up false reviews on what they think about the game, usually just to bring the score down. And this has happened to a game that was rated really well by the critics, but a single user actually brought that score down all the way to a 1.7. And it was given an 8.1 by the critics, and a user went in and brought the score all the way down. So I just want to get you.
They want to do that,
right? They was just saying, I don't know why. I was reading this article trying to get an idea as to why the user. It was a single person that did it, which is kind of crazy.
Right.
And so for me, and just so I can kind of set the stage. It's like gamers, in my opinion, shouldn't be allowed to do this. Like, I feel like that's a problem that Metacritic needs to solve themselves. And we've had the discussion on previous episodes regarding Metacritic and whether it's fair to the development community, because people sometimes have their bonuses tied to their actual review scores. And so this is interesting. I just wanted to get you ladies' opinion on how you all feel about this. Have any one of your games ever been review bombed? And do you think there will be any repercussions for this particular user that did this? And I'll explain how you do it after I get you all's opinion.
I need to know how he done it.
All right, so basically what he did, you know how when we have stock accounts that come into the chat sometimes, or when you're in a different podcast, stock accounts will show up on Twitter, so on and so forth. Well, this person created 200 stock accounts.
Really? Who had that much time?
Right, I have no idea. I don't know. He didn't really go into any detail and he or she didn't go into any details to like the vendetta they had against the company. But this game is pretty much new. Like, it's a brand new game. It hasn't been out that long. And yeah, the person explained that they went through and they created 200 stock accounts and pretty much gave it all zeros in order to get that score from being an 8.1 all the way down to a 1.7.
That's a hater.
And right. And then Metacritic actually went in and tried to clean up some of the scores, but some of them are still there. And
I hope they gave him his Player Hater of the Year award.
Yes, yeah. There we go.
Man,
yeah, it's crazy.
Hate.
And even the developer actually spoke on it. It was like, they couldn't understand it. Like, look, this is art. It's really our opinion on what we want to provide the gamers with. So why would you go on and pretty much review bomb our game? It was so. That's why I present the question to you all. How do you all feel about this? And do you think Metacritic is going to be able to do something to mediate this issue if other gamers try to do this as well?
For me, I'll go first. I think that he needs to be reprimanded because 200 stock accounts is a lot, and for their team not to pick that up, it's a problem. They're gonna have to revise their strategy on how scores work, like they did most recently with the well, who was it? Was it IGN? Yeah, IGN did something like this recently with their scores, but it's completely different because that's IGN and Metacritic is like people actually giving reviews. I hate to see it because you really deter people from playing this game, and it is not the only time it happened as well. Sandstorm had an 8.1, it went to 6, and then now it's a 4.1. They have people know that you have to, like, these companies, if y'all supposed to be like a standard on how to score things with video games and such of that nature, you got to have an infrastructure that can combat the stuff that will happen on the internet. Case in point, 200 soccer accounts. No, it's a dream, but companies go through stuff like that all the time. YouTube still ain't got it. So what makes you think Metacritic will?
I mean, you gotta understand, like, this seemed like this person took their entire day doing this. Like, that's what it's, because that's a lot. Unless he or she created like a macro or something that would automatically do this, automatically create reviews or
He
something
probably
like
did
that.
though.
He sounds like a disgruntled employee.
No, that's a person that someone smashed their spouse and who works on that game. Ain't no way.
I don't know about all that.
You don't think so?
That's deep.
Yeah.
That is deep. 200 soccer counts? That's deep.
200.
I mean, you think they would be able to see that it's coming from the same IP, right?
Right, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's what they was in the article. That's what it was saying. It said they don't right now. There's the technology's not in place for them to block this sort of thing of happening.
Well, it's coming because we already know that, like, people like Netflix and Hulu, that's their plan to keep people from sharing
And then what's gonna happen
passwords.
when people figure out VPN then to override that? Like, look, I can just put on a VPN mask and keep doing it. Like, it's ways around it. So
yeah, I mean, there's ways around it, but for most people, they don't know how to do that. They're not going to take the time to do that. It's only going to be a few people that do that. Like, grandma's not creating a VPN to do that. So it still will, deter a lot of people from sharing.
It still makes me wonder because, like, people are able to still do this on YouTube. People are able to do this on Twitter. People have created stock accounts all the time. People just make random, because 200 email addresses. This person had to create literally 200 email addresses to even do this, separate and different. Go
crazy.
in, check them. Think about the process. Create the email. Go in, get confirm the email. Go back to this page. Submit the review. But the monotony of just going back and forth, just to downvote a game, it's just. And then he or she outed themselves on I think it was like Reddit or something like that.
Of course.
Yeah. Like, look what I did, pretty much. Look at, and this is so easy to do. And I mean, I guess hopefully the positive part about it is that it will raise more awareness and more sites will begin to put in, like you said, like Boogie said, like with the IP checking and stuff like that. Because
it's crazy, man.
Yeah. All right, well, moving on. The next time we got is gender discrimination in gaming, right? You guys remember a few weeks back we talked about how Riot Games was going through a lawsuit behind some issues with a couple women in the workplace. Well, that particular case and lawsuit has been up from 10 million to 400 million in damages. Yes. More information is coming to light, and the lawsuit was expanded, if you will. So I want to get you ladies' opinion on this. I don't know if you know that.
I want to go first.
All right, go ahead.
Just because, like, I already know that, like, one of the things that they did, which probably, like, made them step in crap more, was that after the big blowout, like, what was it, last year this time or whatever?
Yeah.
They basically said, okay, so for every new hire, we're going to put you under this clause that basically says that you aren't allowed to tattletale. Which to me was like, we're not going to fix the issue. And it totally, I think we had talked about it on the show, and Delilah had said, that lets you know that this stems from the top. Because how are you now going to say, we're not fixing the issue, we're just going to make the new women who get hired not
like
able
don't ask,
to.
don't tell kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy. So I don't know. Riot, they have a huge problem over there. Like, and it's sad because there are a lot of people not only just in the industry trying to get into the industry, so they'll take jobs like this. They'll sign those contracts because they just need work.
Right. People don't understand how cutthroat the development game development industry is.
Right.
And like there's no real like unions in place and stuff like that. So it can be real. Like if you're not working for like a big three, like a big publisher like a Microsoft or a Sony or somebody with more legality. You know what I mean? Like EA, one of these big ones, and it's a smaller team or a smaller development group. It can be even worse. So you have to be extremely careful. With that sort of stuff. But yeah, this was interesting because rarely do you see where the lawsuit is expanded. Like, look, okay, we found out this is a bigger problem. We gonna up the ante. Because if you think about it, this case and this particular topic kind of got swept under the rug a little bit after the first few weeks of it
right.
Coming to light. And so it's interesting that now we're just we're hearing new things about it. But how do you feel about this, CHAREECE?
It's mind-boggling that you didn't learn your lesson the first time that you going to continue to do wrong. Basically, like you can just throw your thumbs up and like, you know what, I'm just gonna do us. I've like that's 10 million to you said 40 million
it went from 10 million and the lawsuit went from 10 million to 400 million.
400 million. Wow.
Like, yeah, that's
that's the end of a company right there.
Like real.
That's
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't file for bankruptcy for they cover their losses. Like,
well, that's probably what they'll end up doing is filing for bankruptcy too. Because basically, once they file for bankruptcy, this lawsuit gets like stopped.
Yeah,
like I don't know if people know that like companies do that all the time. They file for bankruptcy because they know they're going to have a bunch of lawsuits that will basically end them. So they file for bankruptcy because then it just stops the lawsuit.
And I think even with the bankruptcy and stuff, I think it's like 7 years it takes for them to kind of, make a case, and then, so that's a seemed like a way to delay the inevitable though.
I don't know, just have better hiring practices, like retrain your staff.
Right, just be better.
Be better. That's it. That's it right there.
That's cheaper.
Just be better. Get with the times. Be better.
Like women are going to be working. They're going to take over these jobs. Like sooner or later, we're coming. Like, get over it.
Oh, wait a minute. They said hold on. Riot Games. I'm sorry. 400 million will not bank them. Their net worth revenue is around 26 billion. Damn.
Yeah, they got some.
As of February, I didn't know they.
I forgot what major IP they're responsible for. I'll have to pull it up.
It's one of the Moby games.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say League of Legends, but I'm not totally
sure. It's something
sure.
like that. It's a big title. It's not like that's their bread and butter, right? Like that's how they get.
Yeah,
right.
It's League of Legends. League of Legends is it.
Missy Dies a lot in the chat says that's what the Boy Scout of America did. I don't know if you guys saw that this week, but
I saw
Boy
that.
Scouts of America filed bankruptcy basically because of all their lawsuits against them for messing around with children.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Like CHAREECE said, I hope other companies, period, look at this situation and really review how things go down in the workforce. If someone is being harassed in any particular manner, it's up to that company to address it in the most civil way possible. If I would say, if I can say that, because you're going to end up losing money, and the more it's not only money that is, getting lost here. It's people reputations. People might lose their jobs out here in these streets but they only brought them on themselves because ain't nobody fit 1,000 people ain't fit to like squat up and be like, let's go mess with this company. They are legitimately upset and frustrated about the situation. And $400 million, if they get it, they get it. Go get that coin.
Yeah, this is interesting because like their parent company is Tencent. Like, Tencent's a huge conglomerate.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they have like Riot has about 2,500 employees. So Yeah, I don't. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how this all unfold. But go ahead. What you was gonna say, Sharice?
I want to know how much is how because I'm being you know I'm just money is that's a lot of money. How much is that going to be divided by how many people? How many people's in this lawsuit?
It was 1,000.
Ooh, so counting lawyers, just cut. If lawyers get their cut, these you know what? Get
Yeah,
your
it's
money,
typically
girl.
like 35% that they
Yeah, get your
take.
money, girl. Get your money.
Yeah, I don't. It's interesting because I was just reading now. They said like the original lawsuit was somehow like the original one was like dropped or some kind of way. Something happened, but this 400 million one is the new one. New one.
They might have to settle. I think that's what it looked like.
Yeah, and even that's kind of like I don't know. I always misconstrue that as like an admission of guilt, even though we know that that's not always the case. It still feels that way sometimes when you see settlements outside of court and things. All right.
Well, yeah. If I was Riot Games and I messed up like that, I need to like settle and start cranking out these games because that process is so long it could damage their company as well. So, but ladies, get your coins.
Yes. All right. So the next topic is PlayStation and Facebook cancel their GDC appearances, citing the coronavirus concerns. So Oculus will host their announcements online, and we already know like Sony's been kind of pulling out all of their stuff in regards to like E3. We knew about that. I don't think that was coronavirus related, but they already pulled out of PAX East, and they also pulled out of now newly announced GDC. So, how do you ladies feel about that? And I mean, are you disappointed? Or you just really don't care? Or you like, how do you feel? Anybody can
I'm
start.
disappointed. I'm gonna go ahead first. I'm disappointed. As I don't understand why they pull out. Like, don't they have local PR that can do this? Like, you don't have to send anybody from over there to over here. You can keep them at home. But should you not have local PR in that country, that way you can still do PR events? Because basically this is
I'm
what
pretty sure they do. The problem is that they're having a bunch of people from other countries come to this event, and because people are dirty and don't wash their hands, these conventions tend to be breeding grounds for sickness. So if it's gonna spread anywhere, it'll definitely be there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll go next. So like for me, this is interesting because I mean, I agree with Sharice in the fact that they should have representatives in the United States. They can, even you can have like a small representation or just to handle business because GDC is more of a developer communication kind of. It's a conference for like helping developers learn about new technology, sharing like dev kits, things like that. Like it's for the development community. So I feel like this is something you should already kind of have people stationed in the United States to kind of assist with. Um, so yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I did want to see what Sony was bringing to the table because, especially with them not being at PAX East, and then we all already knew they weren't going to be at E3. This would be just great as a fan to kind of see what they're going to do as far as technology is concerned. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. But at the same time, I try to understand because we do know that the virus is like extremely serious. Um, and it just makes me I'm looking at how other companies are responding to the situation. Like for instance, Microsoft is they have their own set of protocols in place for it. Like if you've traveled to China in the last few months, then we're gonna send someone else in your place, kind of thing. But again, representatives are gonna go in place of that. They just not gonna completely 100% pull out of the event. Um, the same thing goes for like E3 and any other currently like planned convention. So
Okay, I feel you. Okay, this is the thing with me. I don't want to. I understand. Your health is the most important shit on this planet Earth. Earth. It's your health. Yes. As a consumer, I'm thinking as a consumer standpoint. Okay, I understand you guys don't want to come to these shows, and because of the coronavirus. Okay, I'm cool with that. But what are you going to do in place of not being present at these places? Or are you going to show more more presence online? Are you?
Yeah, that's the idea. Like like how they have the state of play. So I guess they're gonna.
When the last time they had state of play?
Yeah, facts.
Okay. When the last time they did PlayStation Experience? When last E3 they did was 2017, 2018. So yes, I don't want to sound like the devil advocate, but y'all should have been prepared. If y'all, it wasn't like, oh, today's Tuesday, we're not going to go to these shows. It's like today, it's 2 months ago or 3 months ago, that's too far. Let's say a month ago, because the coronavirus ain't been started popping off like a month ago. Hey, we got to go to these places next month, but our health is more important. What can we do to show our customers or give our customers something they can work with while we figure out what we can do? We can't go to the States, and we can't go to these conventions because we don't want to get sick. What can we do as a company to show these people what we have with the PlayStation 5?
Well, I mean, they plan on doing what Facebook is doing, like online kind of thing.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Well, it would have been nice if when they put out their, the statement that says that they're not going, that they also included, this is what we will be doing to supplement,
Right.
Yeah, they should have something to just let us know that there's still something out there for the fans to look forward to. Because right now there's just nothing but speculation.
Some people say on the interweb that they bowing out because they ain't got nothing to show.
I mean, the chat is even putting in like their own 2 cents. Like one thing that stood out to me in regards to the chat was like they said PAX is in Connecticut, UConn is still playing basketball games, the Boston Bruins are still playing hockey, so Sony can make a trip from California. Wow. Yeah, because GDC
they ain't wrong.
GDC is in San Francisco, so it's like
I can't drive up the road. That's
again.
You
know what, people? But you know what I got this week? Dang, lady, why are you so insensitive? You don't care about people's health. You just care about these games. Fuck your health. Give me info. That's what's the quote that I got this week. And I'm like, damn, don't make it seem like that.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that because it's scary. I mean,
then they should have. How you not gonna prepare if you know you ain't coming to these? If you know you're not coming to these places, why you not prepared to show something to your audience? You were thinking that just the user base is just enough to sell your consoles? You gotta entice the new motherfuckers. I'm sorry.
I mean,
you gotta entice the new consumers. Right? You gotta entice the new people. You gotta entice the people to stay away from Stadia and stay away from iCloud and go strictly to your product. What are you? But they're not doing that. You making me not want to spend another $300 to $500 on your console because you ain't showing me. Where's Ghost of Tsushima? Where's Greedfall? Where's The Last of Us? Ooh, The Last of Us fan base got heated.
Like you know what I find very interesting is the fact that Microsoft, their plans are still in place. Nintendo, their plans are still in place. So I don't know.
So far, anyway.
Yeah, Nintendo. Nintendo's. If anything, I thought they would be one of the primary ones to be like, "Yo, we stepping back," because they're also based out of Japan. So
are they gonna? When is the Tokyo Game Show in November?
I believe so.
Okay,
I believe so. So that Tokyo Game Show may be the soonest or when we see Sony, basically.
No, I refuse to believe that. I refuse that they would wait that long. I refuse.
Well, I think they may have something ahead prior to that, but it'd be something that they create and they're on their own or online only. Kind of like how when they did the PlayStation reveal with the what was it, the PS4 Pro, when they did that PS4 Pro reveal, how it was like their own little event. They just showed the console, talked about the price, talked about the specs, and then that was pretty much it. I think we could see something along those lines.
It's gonna take more than a logo to come entice me, Rob. Real stuff. Oh, Tokyo Game Show in September. Okay, that's not that far. Well, people was like, just be patient. They're gonna show something.
I firmly believe that because if I don't know. We got another topic to touch base on some of this, so I'll get to that in just a moment. But Just as a side note, just want to put this out there. There's been like 15 cases in the United States, which all of them derive from China.
There's more
Travelers.
than that though now because they just brought all those people over from that cruise ship and there were 14 on there alone. So they
Oh
said it
wow.
doubled the cases that are
Okay.
here.
Okay. Okay. All right, bet. So 30 plus cases possibly.
You
All the
know, I get up and turn on CBS
34.
Morning News.
Yeah, I
So.
got you. Yeah, I got you. Thanks for the update. You know what I'm saying? Factual information. Anyway. Um. So yeah, it's concerning. I'm going to GDC, so I'm a little bit nervous about it too.
Just make sure you got that hand sanitizer on this hand.
Yeah, had that disinfectant. Yeah,
For everything. Like every time you touch something, hand sanitizer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. I'm gonna be like fist bumping everybody. You feel me? Like
Elbow
hashtag
bump.
no
Hey,
handshakes.
Elbow, you gonna get these elbows because
Elbows
I
all
ain't
day,
shaking your hand.
all day.
You gotta do them elbows like Howie. Like, no touchy, no touchy.
All right. All right. So as you all know, THQ Nordic. Everybody's we know Microsoft got like their 15 studios. Sony has their set. And now you got the Embrace Group, which is THQ Nordic, now has 26 studios. They acquired the studio that created World War Z, which is I think it's called Saber Interactive or something like that. I don't know. Have you all played World War Z? And,
I have.
what do you think of the game? And do you think this is a big pickup for the Embrace Group, or also known as like THQ Nordic?
The thing about World War Z is that you got to play with a squad. And if you don't play with a squad, they'll link you up with some random and put you in a map. I wish that if you're playing by yourself, you should play through the campaign. So I don't want to play. If I start from chapter one, I don't want to be put into a lobby that's 4-2. You feel me? Even playing field is good as well, because with the 4-player co-op randomness, you'll have like it was me and I wasn't that good, but I knew how to shoot, so that's good enough. But you had like really bad people playing, like not bad, like they just didn't know how to play, and real OP godlike players playing World War Z. I wish they had more balance with that. I love the story base of how they did it, because it was like set in chapters and cities around the world. So it was like New York and Amsterdam, for example. It could be if they change it was a few minor adjustments, but that could be a good game.
Yeah, I mean, because I think this is a big deal, because I feel like we're now going to start seeing, because it wasn't even a few months ago when Google announced their acquisition of the company that did that game that just came out, the Journey to a Savage Planet, I think it's called. It's on Xbox, PlayStation 4, I think, and PC. But it reminds me of Outer Worlds a little bit, the gameplay concepts. But Google acquired that company. So what I'm looking at it is like, with all these companies, major publishers, like grabbing up all these smaller entities, that we can possibly see a content war between all these different companies.
Yeah, that's definitely happening.
Yeah, that's what it feel like, right? So I think this is a huge get for them, because anybody could have picked them up. You know what I mean? Google could have got them for their group, and Sony could have got them. Microsoft could have decided to invest in them. So I think this is a huge get, especially because for me, World War Z felt like Left 4 Dead. Like that's what it reminded me of, the concept. So, all right, anybody else want to add something to this? Or
CHAREECE, you don't want to add?
No, I got nothing. I
nothing?
don't. Yeah, I didn't play the game, and I didn't follow. I don't follow the developers that much.
Yeah.
I just play the games, but I'm always happy when people are bought. That means they can make new games, right? In the long run, that's what that means, right?
Yeah, it's like longevity. It does mean
yes.
longevity for
So
the
hey,
typically.
get that money and make me some games.
Yeah. The content wars. That's what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be console
Right.
wars anymore. It's gonna be content wars. We got the best studios. Who's putting out the best games? I think that's great for for us as gamers.
Consumers, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah, it's kind of like Netflix, Hulu, and all them, and then Amazon with their
Right.
exclusive shows and stuff.
And then Disney Plus with the
Netflix still coming with the best.
Yeah,
I don't care.
they still.
All right, Netflix is great. They got the cooking shows on.
Now,
that.
you all do remember when Netflix didn't have much though, like
Have nothing.
so
Nathan.
so they turned
It
that
was
thing
just
around.
old movie.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was watching a show on there. Yes, Good Girls. Excellent show.
What's it called?
Good Girls.
Good Girls. Okay.
Oh, how is that show? Because I watched the first season. I was just like, this cannot last.
I haven't made it to the second season. I'm just midway in the first, and it's ridiculous. I don't even know how. Yeah,
Very ridiculous. Apparently, they're on season 3 now.
Got to get a Netflix list going. See,
right?
I got to see what you all watching. We're gonna add that channel to the Discord. You know what I'm saying?
I got on your husband about y'all not watching Westworld. What's wrong with y'all?
We in season 2.
What?
Yeah, I still ain't even got HBO yet, so I ain't watched nothing. So don't feel bad.
I brought popcorn just for Westworld. I bought popcorn just for Westworld movie theater.
I'm telling you, Westworld is the business.
Yeah, it's good. It's crazy because we haven't watched it in like a year, and so we were lost watching the first episode of season 2. We like, wait, what happened? We watched the recap.
Oh Lord,
we had to go. We had to go back and watch the first episode of season 2 just to be like, okay, I think we know where we at. But I might have to probably read some blog or read something, try to get caught up and get some jog my memory because I'm
because season 3 you'll be so lost. Like I don't know if you saw the trailer, but I'm sure you watched it. If you did watch it, you were like,
I avoided the trailer. I saw you put it on Twitter, and I'm like, I didn't hit play. I'm like, okay, it says Westworld season 3. I'm not gonna hit play, but I did comment on your tweet. I'm like,
yes, I'm so ready. Like it looks, they're taking us to new places. Like
that's what's up.
Yeah, I love the intricacy that they're doing with this story. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into it, checking it out, trying to get caught up. Yes. All right. Did y'all hear that YouTube is gonna have Activision esports exclusivity?
Yes.
So Call of Duty and all of them are gonna be on YouTube, which is, I think in the past they were on Twitch. So do you all think this is gonna help the YouTube platform? Because we do know that like right now Twitch is still number 1, and you got like YouTube and Mixer, and they kind of all clawing for that second spot, And so, what do y'all think about this? Do you think this is a good look for them, or do you think that this is just like whatever? I'm gonna watch it on whatever platform, whenever it drops.
It's not. It's a good look.
You think YouTube? Okay.
It is.
I mean, it's a good look for YouTube, but I still don't like YouTube. Like, can someone else please come out with a new video service, please?
You think it's room for that? Like, to be real,
I don't know. I don't know. I know someone's gonna be because I think they all have issues, right? Like Mixer has it sucks on mobile. Like it just does.
Really does.
And y'all know I love Xbox and whatnot, but Mixer mobile sucks, and Mixer on iOS sucks even more. So they need to figure it out. But I don't know. I guess as a user of YouTube, especially with our podcast, that's what frustrates me the most. Is how they do their algorithms and their requirements and stuff like that. That shit gets annoying.
Yeah, because it is harder if you just start now. It's like you gotta grind almost just to get some sort of notoriety on YouTube. It's like playing Destiny. Anyway, so I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna move on.
I like that shifting. I like that.
I like that quick shift. Okay.
Have you ladies seen Sonic the Hedgehog yet? It's apparently doing.
No, we're gonna go next week.
Oh, I'm trying to go to this weekend to see it. I don't want it to be on its last leg when I'm in there.
Yeah, they said it was supposed to be really good, and
I heard it had good writing.
I'm pretty sure that Jim Carrey carried it. So
yeah.
Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out how they got a damn story out of Sonic anyway.
Right.
That's interesting. I'm going to see it though.
Jam. Before Space Jam came out, you're probably like, "What the hell?"
Oh, I love Space Jam. Now that's my movie. We should watch Space Jam tonight. Oh wait,
God, she done went on the tangent.
Right?
So
look here. That soundtrack was awesome. That movie was awesome.
yeah.
You know what
Bugs
you need to
Bunny.
watch is go watch Super Mario Bros. Somebody put that out there. It said the kids need to be happy.
No.
When we were younger, we got Super Mario Bros. They got Sonic the Hedgehog looking fly as hell.
I agree because that was it. John Leguizamo in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ooh,
It was good though. Like when I was younger, that was the shit. Like I was so happy to see Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, but when you got older and you saw other shit,
like,
you were like, man, it was trash.
Right.
That's like Howard the Duck though. If you go back and watch that shit now, you're like, what were we thinking?
Because you were young, you know.
Yeah, right.
It's entertaining, you know. But I definitely want to see this though. Like because I'm hearing good things. I haven't seen Detective Pikachu. Have you? Have you all seen that?
No.
For what now? I didn't hear you.
Detective Pikachu.
Oh, I did see Detective Pikachu.
Okay.
It was okay.
Cool. Because I do love that way they do the new animations and stuff like that and the CG.
Right.
They done got so good at it, so it's kind of like you.
And they did a good job in that one.
Yeah. But thank goodness they recreated Sonic though, because remember what that was like in the. You know,
we kind of complained about
Twitter it. And, yeah, they changed them, so I can't wait to see it.
Y'all had Sonic, didn't like him, complained, got a better Sonic.
Hey, and it's doing numbers.
Money on this
doing numbers.
Oh, I plan to go. I was just waiting for people to come back. Like one of my friends that lives up here, they're on a cruise this week, so I gotta wait until next weekend to go.
Yeah, she want to go by herself. Yeah, I feel you.
I will watch it in the comfort of my home.
Yeah.
Come on now, that ain't supporting
enough.
Wait. If she watches legally, it's still supported.
How? Please tell me how she's watching it legally in her house this week.
Well, she said this week. I thought you meant when it came out. My bad.
Don't say that.
I thought let's buy it on Amazon. Look, my bad.
It's time to change topic.
My bad. I didn't hear that last part. I'm sorry.
Next topic.
That's that face when they're like,
Oh, do you, lady? Well, she bought popcorn, so that counts.
Yo, wow. She missed that little detail. All right. So back to some console news. Did you all hear that the production price for PS5 is closing in on $450 and will affect the pricing of all next-gen consoles overall? Now, I'll let you all talk about this, but what's your expectation when it comes to console pricing?
Sounds like it's gonna be $500 for both.
Do you think this will affect it?
Yeah. Man, you gonna have to. I mean, look, if you ready to spend $1,000, you better look. And that's the thing. Very few people. There's less people that's gonna spend money on both consoles, but there's gonna be more people spending it on one. So pick and choose your console wisely. And that's all I gotta say.
Well, one thing I do know is that with the Xbox, you'll at least be able to keep your preferables, so that $1,000 isn't for us.
So sum it up for me. So when you say $1,000, what's included?
So someone broke it down. You know, like let's say so the console is like $500. Then if you're gonna get like 3 games, that's like 100 and
some change.
Right, that's really like 160, something like that. 180, right? 180 games.
Games do not go up generation.
Then if you need a second controller, like if they're not going to allow you to use the PS4 controller, then you got to buy another controller. That's another $60. To re-up your PS5 now or whatever their service is called, that's another $60. So all that stuff adds up.
So my question is, like, does my Xbox One controller can play with my Xbox Series console?
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can.
Like this Elite I just thought it's supposed to work with a Series X.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, say my my internal hard drive and stuff can work as well.
Yep. Oh, that was the other thing, was him upgrading his hard drive. But most of us who have X's have already upgraded our hard drives.
We already good.
Right.
You know?
Right. So that cuts down on our price. We looking at just the 500 plus 3 games, you know.
Actually, no. With Game Pass, you only need the 3 games.
Right.
You already got games.
Right. $10 a month.
So you can
go.
So you can wait to the ones that you really want to play.
Right.
So again, you just looking at $500.
And for me, the next gen is a given. Like it's a no brainer. Like you trying to save money, you know what platform you should be on. That's all I'm saying.
Right, just put it out there.
Yes, he did. Cause I didn't.
Right, and we know that we're all the way backwards compatible. Right. So just like we said, you go ahead and get your Game Pass, good to go.
Yeah, I didn't know that. He broke that down because I wasn't even personally thinking about an extra controller or
the games it's gonna cost.
Oh yeah, like a brand. You can't get a new console without a new game.
Right.
It's just uncivilized.
Rob, I just want to tell you, he says, if you already got an Xbox, what's the point of getting a new Xbox console? For the power.
Yes.
For it to play better.
And also, eventually games are going to be exclusive. I mean, this is public knowledge, okay?
Right.
Games you're going to have exclusive games on the Series X. Right now, you're in that weird part. Like with every generation, going to have games on both going across generations. So like stuff's going to be playable on Xbox One, things are going to be playable on Series X. So it's like it's going to be cross-plat in that way.
Okay, I got it.
Because one second, lady. Sorry, but the other thing is like that's like telling a PC gamer what's the point of getting the new 2080i or 2080 Ti or whatever. It's to have better performance. Like it's not, obviously I could play on the same rig that I have now, but it's not going to play the best. It's not going to be as fluid as it would be on, if I had this better graphics card, if I had more memory. So it's the same thing.
I want my eyeballs to pop out my face.
Right. Sure do. Burn them out. Burn them out.
I want to see all the fidelity, okay? I want to see all the physics.
Okay. You remember that old commercial from back in the day with the audio where he's like in the chair and the audio is so loud and crisp but it's moving him back, ties flying all back. I want all that. Right. I want all that.
Yes.
I can answer Rob's question. I have an Xbox. I have the most legit answer because I need a new one. How about that?
Because I want a new one.
Yeah, because lady, the only one on the panel still rocking with the Fat Boy, so she I'm just trying to keep it moving.
I just skipped a couple of consoles and Xbox is my preferred console. So my disk drive don't work. It looks all scratched up.
Look here, stop talking about it. She don't mean that, baby. She don't mean that.
Right? You better be talking sweet nothings to that thing till November. I love you, baby. Right?
What I would like to see is like a new dashboard from.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like I need like something like design wise differently.
So
like
I know that Randall Thor. You guys know who that? Y'all know who that is. Randall Thor posted he made a video of like some things that's supposed to be coming in the dashboard. That's all I can say.
Oh, okay. $450 is still a good price for a PS5.
I think so too, but that's different. If the production is $450, that's rough because then that means
they're not making no money.
Right.
No money.
That's tough for any business. Profit margins are something else. So.
I don't. Oh man, that.
But typically, it's a normal practice for the manufacturers to, at least in the beginning, take a loss on the console sale in order to gain traction in the market. That's a typical business practice, and so I know they did that in the 360 era, and the PlayStation 3 and 360, where they just selling it. Aside from the fact that PlayStation 3 it was very high price, it's part of the reason why it was high price in an effort to make profit, but. This has been done. Taking a loss on a console has been done before. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Delilah, they say in your volume you sound a little low.
I sound low.
Oh, now, yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can turn up a little bit. Hopefully, I don't know. Okay, hopefully that's better. I don't know.
All right. That's what I'm saying, and everybody gonna get 2 consoles plus an extra controller, an extra hard drive, an extra. That's so the best thing I can. We're not talking about PC. We're not talking about PC Master Race either. We're talking about Xbox and Sony.
Yeah, I'll be excited to get both. I'm really looking forward to hear what Sony has to say, because I'm hoping that they're talking about upgrading the PSVR, because I'm telling you, after getting on the Quest, after getting on the Quest, I will never pick up that shit again. Like,
you know what shocks
never
me
catch me with this shit on again.
Move controllers, man. It's like you don't even want to
touch.
Is
it that bad? Is it that bad?
It's like leaps difference between the two. Like, yes, I understand that like the PSVR is somewhat cheaper to buy. I think it's like not that much cheaper than like the 64 gigabyte version of the Quest, just because like with the PSVR you got to buy the camera, you got to buy them sticks separately. I think I ended up spending like $350, if not a little bit more, without tax for the PSVR when I bought that for my daughter. And you can get the Quest 64 gigabyte for $399, so it's much better to just pay the extra $50 for that one.
Yeah, and it's untethered. That's my favorite part about it.
Yeah, untethered. Like, I'm bringing my shit to E3.
Right,
no.
right.
Delilah hooked me up with the case, so it's coming on the plane.
I don't know, but I'm about to bring my Switch.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be playing Animal Crossing.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Was that direct awesome?
It was long, though.
I didn't see it. What
give us a skinny. What happened on direct? What happened on direct?
Go ahead, CHAREECE.
Oh, it was awesome. Nook has decided to, he's basically, you don't have a house anymore. He said some kind of way he's got a deserted item, probably to kill you, because there was a grave somewhere in that direct. And now you go to this deserted island and you have to basically rebuild civilization on this island. You get a tent and a shovel, and that's what you start off with.
Wow.
Right.
You build up you could buy the house later on if you want to actually get a house. You pay it off with your bail. It's basically the same thing.
It's the same thing. He's trying to get your ass got. That man is a lone shark.
Oh, but he's so cute with it though. Did you see him clapping? It was adorable. Oh my gosh.
Yo, oh
my god, it's so adorable.
You guys are grown. What is it? It's like
excuse me?
Yeah,
she just said that.
She said that. She did. Go ahead. Elaborate for him, lady. Elaborate.
Right, because we is not game shaming.
Thank you. I'm gonna.
Okay, you know what?
I'm a straight.
See, well, you know what? I'm with lady on this. I can't really get jiggy with those cutesy games, man. I can't get jiggy with them.
It's not even like cutesy like that. I don't get it.
It is so cute. Okay, man, like, it's enough for me, dog. I don't think I'm gonna be on a plane. Nah. Now I'm sending everybody my friend code. I hope one of you guys stream it. I hope one of you guys stream Animal Crossing.
It's just hard. I'm grown. It's hard to get.
Cut it out.
Like cartoons.
You have bills in this game. Like
I can't.
I have to pay off my mortgage for my house.
Little kids can't even read all the shit that's coming on the screen on Animal Crossing. Cut it out.
Like I gotta maintain my relationships. I got apparently now I can fly to other desert islands when stuff
sounds like a Tamagotchi.
Right, that's like saying The Sims is kitty.
I don't play that either, so
I remember the last time.
I know Lady played Sims.
When the last time I played Sims?
I don't know.
I'll see what I'm saying.
I watch you.
I think it was a year and some change since I played The Sims.
Okay, you was grown last year, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
okay.
Okay,
that was check, and that clapback was fire.
Okay. Don't come for me.
Animal Crossing is too cute for me. Period.
Oh,
how can a game be too cute?
No. Yeah, right.
That's part of the reason why I can't play Overcooked. Overcooked, all of them. Tim, whatever that game is.
What is Tim? Oh, the Tim. I heard everybody.
What's Tim?
You don't know.
What the hell is Tim?
Are you serious?
I don't know that one.
You don't know what Tim? Hey, enlighten her, lady. Enlighten her.
Tim is like this open world Pokemon X type of game that you play online and you catch them.
It's Animal Crossing, pretty much, with Pokemon characters.
What? I need to go Google this.
Hey, go check it out. Y'all can have it.
I don't really like Pokemon.
Y'all can have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like how y'all talking about we can have it. Y'all know y'all play it.
Right.
Quiet.
Says the lady that wears Sailor Moon.
I'm gonna say.
And
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
She's fighting for
Hey, at
justice
least
and
I'm
love.
consistent, fam.
She's fighting for love and
Right.
justice. Okay.
I'll be like, I've been old and mean. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Y'all. So is the game like 60, right?
What?
Animal Crossing?
Animal Crossing.
Or it just comes with that Nintendo Switch, or is it only with that Nintendo Switch?
No, it's the game is separate.
Man, you know Nintendo don't have discounts, man. Let's be real.
At all.
That game is gonna be $60 next year. This time.
Yeah.
When the next one comes out, it's gonna be $60. Like,
right? They're gonna be like, we'll sell you this for $55. Okay, nice break.
Oh yeah. All right, we got a couple more light tidbits, but we can go ahead and start getting questions ready. Because we got like 3 more topics left. So.
All right, Chareece. I'm gonna
all right.
up there. You know, you got the best.
Yeah, that's Chareece's job.
The best question voice.
Oh
Best
Lord have
question
mercy.
was- I don't think we can put it up there yet. We didn't post it yet. So get y'all questions ready in the chat, please. Thank you. But did you all know that NVIDIA GeForce, they have their streaming service as well, kind of like Stadia and xCloud. But Bethesda and Activision actually pulled their games from that streaming service. I was reading that it was some sort of I don't know what wording they used. It was kind of like a misunderstanding or something between the two companies, and so that caused them to pull their titles, like Activision, so like your Call of Duties and stuff like that. But Bethesda, they pulled all of their titles except for Youngblood, Wolfenstein, Youngblood. So how do you ladies feel about that? Are you gonna try the NVIDIA GeForce streaming service, or is something you're just not interested in and you like whatever?
Man, I'll be worried about that.
I want to know what the misunderstanding was.
Right,
Like,
they're not gonna elaborate on stuff like that.
yeah, like what kind of misunderstanding made you pull like so many games from our service? Like, what happened here?
Yeah,
like that misunderstanding was probably money, but we ain't gonna comment on that.
They're probably gonna pull Bethesda might have their own streaming service.
I guess for me,
everybody can't have their
I'm
own streaming service.
What I don't understand is I don't know if the GeForce streaming service, if it's popular among PC gamers. Like I don't know what kind of traction it is having right now, because I'm just not in tune with it to know and understand.
It's fairly new though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what my understanding is. It seems like it's a new service, and they're kind of like Epic Store, and they want to get as many titles on the platform as possible. So if anybody's in the chat, if anybody has tried it, please feel free to post your thoughts on what you think about the service. I'll be interested to know like how you feel about the situation, and like is the game selection on that service good, or is it lacking? Like I would like to kind of know some more.
I didn't even know they had a service.
No, same. Like when I was going through the topics, I'm like, yo, this is. I mean, I knew they launched it, but I didn't know like what titles and what was exclusive. What
Didn't
wasn't,
it
stuff
launch like not even a month ago? Like,
yeah, it seems new. It seems like it's something that's pretty new. Like again, I could be wrong. That's what I'm asking the chat. So yeah, let's see.
Oh no, we got some PC people up in here. I know we do.
Hopefully got a few. All right. So I know you all know the game. It was like crowdfunding game, Star Citizen, and also Crytek. I'll try to explain the situation a little bit, but their lawsuit is finally over between the two companies. So let me see if I can explain this in the shortest amount of time, because it's definitely very convoluted. But so Star Citizen and Crytek years back were involved in a lawsuit together because Crytek, when Star Citizen was a young lad, new to the scene, Crytek gave them their technology in order to kind of get started and things like that. And so there was a lawsuit saying that the Star Citizen developers took some assets or something like that in regards to that particular situation, and this lawsuit came about. But now this lawsuit is finally over between the two companies, and I just think I think that's good for the gamers, because you don't want game companies to be caught into all these like legal battles that can cause them to shutter their doors. So I think this is a good look. Have any of you all seen any video or anything regarding Star Citizen, or is it just not in your?
Man,
yeah, I can't really talk about it because my cousin worked there. So.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it's Star Citizen. Not really.
Yeah,
I have watched videos on it, and it did seem interesting. But
cool.
since I'm not really a PC gamer, I didn't really, get into it.
Yeah.
But I am glad they're,
that's finally
not.
over.
Yes, because apparently it's been going on. How long you said? For a while,
Wow,
like
yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, especially because Star Citizen started out as like an indie kind of thing, and it blew up. People are still investing money into that game. It's extremely popular entity now, and so I'm just glad I agree with you. I'm glad that it's kind of over, but it seemed like they handle it out of like a settlement kind of thing. It just seemed like just read what's posted here for everybody to read. So I'm just kind of regurgitating what I'm reading here. I don't know any extra details, but I'm glad that's over. And our last topic is the crossplay features between PUBG, Black Desert, and so on and so forth between PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Is this crossplay or is it cross progression? What is it? Cross compatible.
It's crossplay, so you'll be able to play with PlayStation 4. Apparently, before they had it to where that you could play with PlayStation 4 where they had a group, you had a group, but now it'll be that your squad has PlayStation and Xbox people.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
they have to really work together now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a very large. Black Desert is a very active game. For those that don't know, it's a MMO.
I struggle with that game because of the UI. It's
so cluttered.
Yeah,
it's so cluttered.
Yeah.
It's not one of my favorite MMOs, but it's still up there. I can't wait to try it out though. They hear they're gonna make you can have the same name. So say Xbox got this game first, so we were able to pick our names first. But if you have the same name as somebody on PlayStation, you have to change your name on Xbox. I didn't like that part. Cause again,
I didn't see that.
Oh, it's in the.
I didn't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying I didn't see it. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because again, we had the game a good 6 months before PlayStation got it, if not longer, I think. So
I don't know. I know that PUBG is just way too slow for me now. After playing Apex so much, I just can't play that game. I tried a couple of weeks ago. It's just too slow.
Oh. Yeah. So.
And it looks the same. You're just come on.
They still haven't upgraded the graphics yet.
Girl, no.
Yeah, I don't know. With stuff like that, you just only hope that eventually they'll get around to it, But sometimes when those games have a huge following like that, it's kind of rare because people are already on the service, people are already playing. So make updates. It's you got to do it. You got to either have a maintenance period where you got to make upgrades, or it's just you got to do something like what Fortnite did as far as having the whole world kind of black out, and then you make your update and then you pretty much relaunch it. But yeah.
That was cool though.
Yeah, it was. That was pretty cool. I think there was another game that did something similar too, as well. Shoot. Any more questions? I don't see. Seem like we're light on questions today, which is it's pretty cool.
See that? The only one we have so far is from Other Zinc. Oh, there's two. I only see one.
I see the one from Other Zinc, and then I think both of them from Other Zinc actually.
Oh, I missed that one. Let me scroll back up then. Did he ask it earlier or before we asked?
Yeah, he asked. It was during the Sony topic. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I missed that one then. Let me go back and find out one. That way I can do it in order. Well, no, let me ask this one, then I'll go back and find that one.
Okay.
All right, first question, Other Zinc. If Xbox skipped E3 and GDC like Sony, would most YouTubers defend Xbox like they are defending Sony? You already know the answer to that.
I don't know. To me, I feel like there would be some that would, but then I know that there will also be a lot that wouldn't, because I feel like a lot of us Xbox players still call out Microsoft.
High standard.
Yeah. We don't just take it.
Right.
Is that what it is?
I wouldn't even if Xbox would have pulled out, I would not have been worried because they would have had some things prepared to show us. They would have had a Halo trailer or Halo demo somewhere in that mix, or they would have had like 2 Xbox inside shows.
Well, remember they're still like PlayStation has already said that their games will still be there. Just
they're still gonna
not people.
have some stuff there. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is interesting because I saw a flyer last night for the voice actors for Final Fantasy at PAX.
Like,
you don't care about your talent, but you like.
I think it's like floor space, and yeah, I think that you're probably right. I think they're still gonna do their sessions and stuff, but as far as like their floor space presence, I think that's what they're saying that they're not gonna have.
Gotcha.
Which is typically the bulk of the talent. I know, like even for GDC and what Microsoft is doing, it's like the bulk of the talent is gonna be on the show floor. Everybody, you have speakers and stuff going to different sessions, and that's just kind of like one-offs, but everybody else is going to be like show floor kind of thing. So
okay, well, I found the other question from Others Inc. With Sony going from hundreds of shows down to 97s of shows, what month do you ladies think Sony will show anything?
What does he mean when he say 100s of shows to 97s of shows?
I don't know.
Like a bunch of shows to no shows. That's what he means.
Basically.
Yeah.
He throwing a little shade, but okay.
Hey, he said it, not me.
I got it. Yeah.
So when do you think they're going to show something?
April, May, late April, early May.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see around that time as well.
When the Last of Us 2 come out?
I think that comes out in the fall.
Okay, yeah.
Final Fantasy comes out in March. Just putting that out there.
So does
Last of Us 2 is supposed to come out in spring though. Yo, did you see them Ori onesies?
Oh, they were so fly.
I got an Ori jacket, and I thought that was fly, but I definitely need one of them onesies. They haven't said anything if they were gonna have them online or not, but if they do, I will be there.
Oh man, we'll see. It says, all right.
See, let me see if that's all. Scroll down, scrolls. Oh well, Mr. Kima didn't ask it properly, but we're gonna be nice and ask his question. He wants to know who's attending GDC.
Yeah, Delilah HD, attending GDC. So.
I'm gonna be in the area.
Okay. That's right. You're gonna be in the Wig and Big event, right?
I'm gonna try.
You gonna try?
Okay, if I go, it's from 12 to 3, right?
Yeah.
I'll have to leave at 1:15 and get to work if I go.
Wait, so you said you're only gonna be there for like an hour from 12 to 1?
Yeah, I have to. I gotta work.
I got you. Yeah, I understand.
I gotta save up money for E3, and I was trying to move my schedule like into an earlier shift. So say I can get off like at 5, or get off at like for the BIG event. I was gonna try to get it. I was like, if I can't make any of them, I have to at least try to make that one. But with my schedule right now, I ain't gonna get off work till 7:30. That event starts at 6. Right. So by the time I get there, it's probably gonna be like 30 minutes or another hour before it stops. But I can meet you there and we can go get some food.
Bet. I'm game.
Food is always nice. All right. Kendra, I pronounced it so wrong.
It's Fozzie.
Mr. Hardy.
Fozzie.
Oh, that's Fozzie. Just put Fozzie.
It's Kadrian.
Ooh, I like
Kadrian.
Where's the end in? God.
Kadrian?
Mr. Hardy. Yes, Mr. Hardy. How you guys feel about what Ninja said earlier this week?
Yeah, that was interesting.
What did he say for the people that don't know?
So basically, somebody like told him it's just a game type of thing. He needs to calm down or whatever. It's just a game. And then he went on a rant where he compares himself to a professional athlete like he normally does, and says that if you are not, taking it seriously, you're essentially a loser. So he basically called people losers.
Aww.
For just not taking the game seriously. Interesting.
Yes.
He was saying like you don't care about it. What you gotta think about? This is how this man makes money. So
I'm gonna say to him it's not just
but at the same time, you don't see LeBron James and all them other people leaving the game and being like, I can't talk to you now because I lost to you. Like Ninja acts like a spoiled little baby. Period.
You see this Thanksgiving meal? Spoiled as hell. They showed a picture of the Thanksgiving meal that was the most unseasoned picture I've ever seen. So
I like how you made the correlation.
The most unseasoned picture.
Oh
Yes,
man,
unseasoned.
I will
It's
join that
like
session. I will do that.
the thing about it is like this. Like Delilah said, that's what he make his money. But you can't. If you ain't tearing no ACLs or you ain't practicing in the off season and stuff like that, you made it seem like you out here on a team and stuff like that. Making this money is all about Ninja.
That's what I don't get is why he keeps comparing himself to a professional athlete, because you're not hurting yourself. You know what I mean? Like there's no
He
physical.
might got like what's the carpal tunnel or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, it's
Okay.
with gaming, it's a mental. It's mental. It's kind of like playing chess, right? Checkers and chess. So I look at it like that. You know how you have chess is like a Olympic sport. I look at gaming the same way. So I understand where he's coming from and why he takes it seriously, but at the same time, like it literally is his job. So, but I mean, I don't advocate. I don't agree with what he said. I'm not saying I agree with what he said at all. I'm just saying I understand his feeling. Like I'm trying to at least understand why he is saying what he's saying. Because you don't call people losers just because they don't agree with you though. Like
Right.
that's just
not
too
cool.
much. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just game and you should not get upset about it. But I know there's plenty of times I've lost a match or couldn't beat somebody, and I'm like, you know what? I need to step away before I break something.
Yeah, because we care about it, right? So
So maybe that's what it is. So we're just gonna go with that. Other Zinc, he said he added Jim Ryan said they were going to do hundreds of shows, so that's what the hundreds of shows comes from.
okay. He said so that's why he was throwing shade and saying, "Oh, the 97s."
Yeah.
He's a trip.
Yeah. See, thank you for
it makes sense
for
now.
the
It makes sense.
explanation.
Thank you.
And then also Delilah, what Fozzie is saying, like Ninja don't lose money if he loses the game. He's getting paid to play regardless, whether he loses or not.
Win or lose. I got it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. They get a bonus.
Yeah, he went on a rant that was it was a little bit too much, but I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't agree with what he said. I think that was taking it a little too far.
Because I hate that, like you Ninja plays with a bunch of little kids watching him. You know what I mean? And like what you're setting is a precedence for little kids to think that to not handle defeat. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to learn from defeat and move forward, not whine and cry and bitch and complain. That don't help nothing. And I think a lot of times these people, they love getting the money they're getting from playing video games, but they don't accept their stature.
Right. If you're just not good at games, then yeah.
I mean, if you lose, you lose, but you should be like, all right, good game, GG. We'll do better next game.
And keep it moving.
Yeah, I think it was a phrase that he kept harping on too. Was like, it's just a game. That's what he was harping on. That whole phrase, it's just a game. Because for him, it literally isn't just a game. Like for me, I think I'm at that point now where I can look at games. It's like, okay, yeah, it's just a game. I have other things in my life I gotta take care of that takes precedent over games. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm at that point in my life. Whereas I can understand where, if for some people it isn't just a game. Like this pays the bills. So I mean, maybe I'm looking at it in the wrong lens or the wrong context, but I also understand what you're saying, Boogie. It's like his audience he's teaching them that like, no, this is most super important, and gaming is just as important as anything else. When in reality, I mean, it's an optional thing to do, like so.
All right. Actually, that is all the questions.
All right.
That's it.
Fonzie, that's not being upset. He just rants from being a sore loser.
See, I don't know the full context. I might have to go back and try to watch the video and see what happened. But yeah.
Yep. So that's all I got, ma'am.
That's it. We can go ahead and start doing outros then. I guess I'll start with you, lady.
Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for my lovely panel. You can always check me at lady_infamous 415. You can check me at some sort of gaming podcast on Sundays. And we'll be back tonight. Play some more Dishonored 2. Tipsy Dishonored 2, because I got a birthday party to go to. So when I come back, it's going to be interesting.
Have fun. Have fun.
I will. I'll try.
All right, go ahead, Charisse.
All right, it's your girl Charisse here. You can find me on Mixer at Charisse. You can find me on Twitter, Charisse_. I am always around, always willing to jump in a game. Hey, I heard that.
I
heard
okay,
that.
we're gonna talk about that.
Right, because I'll get on and play since you talking about y'all waiting for me.
Okay.
We are waiting on you. They don't up the difficulty. We need a third.
What game is this?
Division.
Come on, Division.
Nah, man, nah.
They upped they upped the difficulty. There's now a normal, challenge, hard and challenging, and we can't do challenging by ourselves. So yeah. So when Boogie wants to come join
who
us,
else, to be clear,
you know who will.
Right?
I'm messing with you. I'm sorry. My bad.
You already know this. Anyway, we will welcome you with open arms.
So that
Boogie.
already means that there's no room for me in the game. So
There's
keep
4
pushing.
people to a group. We will carry you. Come on.
No, I'm just saying, like, think about it like this: if the one seat's already taken, that leaves out me, and then you can pick up Lady and Boogie, and then boom.
Lady
There's no
ain't played the
room for
Division in
me.
forever.
There's no room for me. Okay, I'm just saying.
And we still can have a grown woman gaming night too, ladies.
listen, that lady already bowing out. She said, "You can take my spot."
Right?
Lady's like, "You can take my spot."
A grown women gaming day, not night. It's gonna be a grown women game day.
Lady be playing all them other games now. She don't play nothing with us either.
Who?
Lady.
What you mean? I just
playing Dishonored,
I played
Dark
Monster
Souls
Hunter
3.
with y'all last week.
I'm glad I'm not the only one
like those
thrown up
multiplayer
under the
games.
bus.
Like, let's be real. Like, don't everybody like that kind of stuff? Like, I'm not. You already know I'm not a competitive shooter person. Like, I don't like losing all the time.
Trying to throw me under the bus like I didn't play with you last week, girl.
I'm just
Boogie and her shooters.
Yeah. I like to shoot. Real life too. I'm glad I'm back in Virginia now because I'm about to give you another gun.
Ooh.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, I can probably send you one now.
You said what?
I said I can probably send you one now.
You can't.
Oh yeah, you probably could now.
Yeah, probably on the east, definitely. All right, go ahead, Boogie, with your outro.
All right, LBOOGIE0208 on everything. You can catch me on Mixer Tuesday through Friday, 7 p.m. to about 10 p.m. And on Monday nights, I'll be doing the Roundtable podcast on the IOP channel.
Nice.
And then every Saturday morning, you can hear my beautiful voice. Beautiful voice. Here with all the ladies at Grown Woman Gaming. Make sure you guys spread the word. We love every one of you guys that came out today. We got some new regulars showing up, and I love it.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. We do appreciate it. You can find me on Twitter, DELILAH_HT. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.